What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants, no hate. So I want to mention to you guys, I want to talk about this. Two things I want to talk about in this video. For starters, let me say to you guys, from day one, I've always told you guys that I'm nobody's fan. I respect certain scenarios, certain people's ability, and I appreciate the entertainment. Okay? What we find some type of value in, whether it's, movie, sports, whatever, okay? Bottom line is, that's as far as it goes with me. I'm nobody's fan. Now, when I tell you I defend the truth, logic, and sound reasoning, that's what it is. This is why, for people that hear me give credit to a person, might also hear me speak against the wrongdoing that they're doing. Okay, I don't understand why that's confusing to people, but I do know people think that, see, fans and fanboys think you're supposed to be biased. Okay, when someone does something wrong, you're supposed to take their side regardless because you're a fan. I'm nobody's fan. And to be honest with you, if you can't be a fan of something, I'm nobody's fan and never will be. Never have been. But if you can't be a fan of someone and not be biased, you don't have a right to complain about dirty politicians, dirty police, dirty judges, racist police, racist teachers, people who will purposely lie and make up shit. Why? Because even though you're saying, oh, I'm just a fan of this person, I enjoy sports. Well, example, look at how many people kept silent and had nothing to say about Ryan Garcia and his antics. Yeah, about Conor McGregor and his antics, throwing a chair through a window, knocking out old people. This guy Mike Perry, Teofimo Lopez. You make excuses. Oh, you gotta love Conor McGregor. Oh, you gotta love. Oh, yo, do you? Do you? And so my thing is, you won't play fair. So you're the type of person that you support wrong. It just depends on who's doing the wrong. So you shouldn't even speak. What makes you eligible to speak about anything when you're just like the people you're complaining about? As I said, the only difference is you're picking and choosing who you support and their wrongdoing. Now, Keyshawn Davis, his brother, whichever one that put that tweet out, he said some very powerful things, but to me, it's like I keep telling you guys. See, I'm looking at what you're doing in the boxing ring. I'm looking at what you're doing in boxing, how you're moving, what you're trying to do, the direction you're going, backing up what you say, all of those type of things, okay? But when you see a tweet that says, when we come back, we're not coming back for our people, or the people, we're doing it for ourselves. I keep telling you motherfuckers, you're outside of me making videos. If I'm talking about boxing, usually we're just watching boxing. We're talking about things, but I am never debating about the greatest of all times, who's this, who got the most money, who sold the most pay-per-view. I could care less about any of that stuff, man. Even the things that I have knowledge of and understand, that I don't need to, like I'm saying, I'm never speaking about it in the means of bragging about what somebody's doing, and I don't even care about that. Who's your Mount Rushmore? I don't have a fucking Mount Rushmore. Me, my father, my uncles, my family, that's my Mount Rushmore. That's that. I don't care about all the other shit. There's no fucking Mount Rushmore, man. Everybody wanna create some stupid shit, and then just, you guys go through life being a bunch of servants, bowing to people. These people would never treat you like that. They don't look at you like you're such a great person. As long as you're glazing these people, yeah, they'll do your interviews. They'll come sit on your show and, yeah. Okay. Terrence Crawford telling you guys, I'm at a point in my career, I can do what I want. I can do whatever I want. I don't care what nobody say, what they think, what they feel. Fuck them. You think that you care about, you come before his family? You think you come before people that he actually love and care about? No. Terrence Crawford is cool with you glazing him and telling him how great he is. But as far as you telling him anything about who you want to see him fight, and what people were really pissed off, what he was really pissed off about, he was getting tired of people talking about him versus Boots. That's what that came down to. That's all that's all that was. There was nobody else, no other names on the table other than a rematch of Errol Spence, which he himself said, and the fight with Canelo. And in the meantime, you went up in 154 and fought a guy with 11 pro fights. Y'all talk about his amateur background. Who gives a fuck about his amateur background? And he's lost again, his very next fight, after the Terrence Crawford loss, okay, to Ortiz. So, who cares? After all of you glazing so bad, trying to make Crawford look unstoppable, the only person that could beat him is Crawford. So how did Virgil Ortiz beat him? Explain that. How did Ortiz beat him? Okay. So, that all being said, and y'all said this guy was better than Canelo. Okay. Now, that being said, Canelo tells you guys, I do what I want, and I'm Mexican. Okay? We know what the fuck you are. What does that have to do with you fighting the guys that people want to see you fight? Now, Bob Arum and other people have finally, now mind you, it was all these fucking people saying, well, Canelo's at a point that he can do whatever he wants. I mean, he's fought in everybody. No bullshit, he hasn't fought in everybody. He hasn't, no, stop it. There's several names that we went through that he could have fought that he didn't fight. If you want to go A champion, B champion, C champion, he always chooses C or B. He doesn't choose the A champion. And the thing about that is when he chose Bivol, everybody said Bivol is not that guy. After he destroys Bivol, then he's probably going to go, I mean, y'all was already planning everything out, but after he got his ass whooped, it was because he was too small. But he wasn't too small when he fought Sergey Kovalev. You guys see what I'm saying about how the flip-flopping with the, you know, you got guys that don't like what Terrence Crawford said, but they support Canelo for saying it, and vice versa. They don't like Canelo saying it, but they support Crawford for saying it. Okay. So, when Keyshawn Davis, his brothers or whatever, him and his brothers, whatever, when they, whichever one of them put that tweet out, I'm pretty sure they all in cahoots together. They feel the same way. Or another tweet would have been sent out or deleted or sent out to alter that one to, like, you know, realize, nah, that's fucked up. This is what we really mean. Oh, this is what we said, whatever. Okay. Let me tell you what Keyshawn Davis did. Not only did he show unsportsmanlike conduct, that they're a bunch of sore losers, he's over there eating popcorn and shit and at the fight, playing around, laughing. So he got to fight. But basically, he know he's not fighting. So he's all of this. He didn't even, when he missed weight, everything. He was, everything about his posture and everything was just like, the arrogance is kicking in already. He's seen, he became a star in boxing. He became a guy that, oh shit, he's a force to be reckoned with without a Tank Davis on his resume. Without a Tiafimo on his resume. Fuck a Tio anyway. You know, without any of those names, without a Shakur Stevenson on his resume, but he's beating who they put in front of him. So he got arrogant. And I keep telling you, these motherfuckers, they think they're better than you are. Y'all seem, you see the problem why it's hard for you guys to get it, because you all feel like peasants. You feel beneath them. And that y'all feel like that's your rightful place. And not one of you motherfuckers can say anything to debunk what I'm saying and make sense, because that's why you put up with that shit. Like, they're supposed to be that way. This motherfucker was in his hometown. His hometown. And when he tells you, when they tell you, we're not doing it for the people, we're doing it for us, right? Oh, let's understand something. We're not talking about you came in, showed up, did what you were supposed to do, or something like that. Then all of a sudden you're in the ring and your city turned on you and start cheering for the other guy and booing you or whatever. That we're not talking about something like that. You fucked up. You guys went over there and started fights with these people. You guys did all of this unprofessional shit. Once again, like I said, but didn't lay a fucking finger on someone calling you and your people a bunch of niggas. Y'all did nothing. Calling us monkeys, all that shit. And y'all did nothing about it. Once again, you went out of your way. You went out of your way. Why you didn't have the same energy with these racist motherfuckers? Why? So you said, fuck your fans, basically, in your hometown and everything. Word is over 2,000 tickets was refunded. A lot of people were pissed off and disappointed. Your brother got his ass whooped, and y'all fell apart. And instead of being professional, like you call yourself a businessman, right? See, I always tell my sons that, and I've told several people, I don't give a fuck about your briefcase, your suit, and your tie. What does that mean? What does that mean? You think that makes you respectable? You think that validates you as some important figure in life because you have a suit and tie on? And instead of you just conducting business, all right, big bro lost. Hey, it's just the fight game. We come back stronger next time. No, y'all want to be a bunch of street thugs. And you went and you fucked up. Now compare what I'm saying about building up black people. Having an event for Juneteenth. Black fighters. Having an event for Black History Month. Black fighters. And I'm talking about the whole shit. Get Clarissa on these cars. Get Alicia Baumgartner on these cars. You understand what I'm saying? But look at what my vision is. Because not only are we putting fights on, helping these brothers to make some money, and helping them to get their recognition and get their name out there, but we also uplifting and we coming together because let's just be real, the majority of the people that's going to come out and watch pretty much a predominantly or all black card is going to be black people. So what do you think is going to happen? We're uplifting. Now, we're going to put these events on and have a bunch of thugs come out and do what y'all did backstage? Be out there in the stands fighting because, no, nigga, I'm from Detroit. Fuck them Chicago niggas. No, nigga, we from D.C. Nigga, fuck them Philly. Like, what are we doing? See, this is exactly my point. When you try to do something or you have an idea and you're about uplifting your people, people don't understand where you're coming from. But then when you look at these actions, this is exactly what I'm talking about. The type of shit we're trying to get rid of. So you turn your back on the fans now because they don't like what you did. Remember I told you, just like I said, y'all glaze these fucking fighters, these celebrities, y'all treat them like put them on some pedestal, like they're bigger than you, like they're better than you. Fuck these celebrities. Fuck these fighters. I'm telling you, fuck them. They get rich off your money and then tell you ain't shit. You don't know me. Go out there, you know what I'm saying? What have you done with your life? Go out there and become a boss of your life. I done traveled. I've been all over the world. What you do so great with your life? That's what they tell you. But as long as you, champ, we love you. And although I'm married, I'll get on my knees for you because that's just the type of bitch-made man that I am. And champ, I love you, champ. Box ain't the same without you. Y'all sit here and glaze these fucking fighters. And like I said, the second you tell them, and I'm talking respectfully, even just for somebody to say, oh, Keyshawn, what y'all doing, man? We came to see y'all, and y'all disappointed. Nigga, fuck you, bitch ass. Nigga, fuck you, nigga. Ain't nobody tell you to come to my fight. This is the type of shit. These motherfuckers don't care. You see the problem with boxing? All these fucking fighters want to be celebrities instead of boxers. They're more focused on showing you their gold teeth, their new watch. Bet your punk ass no. I bet your punk ass know we're not to go with that shit on, right? You just want to show that. What do you think they do? They're showing you, look, this is what I got. And a lot of that is to combat backlash. Yeah, y'all talking shit, but while y'all talking shit, look what I'm doing with y'all fools' money. Look at all this. Yeah, look at all these yeah. You see, y'all still don't get it, though. So, yeah, Keyshawn is lashing out at the fans. That made him. See, you go out and perform. That don't mean that people going to accept you. Now, he went there in that ring. He held it down. He did what he was doing, and I feel like his head then got swollen, and he got cocky, and I think he got a little bit lazy. Didn't make weight, He even said in the conversation in one of his interviews, he can make 135, but he don't really be wanting to. He think he just want to go to 140. But I mean, he's talking about fighting Abdullah Mason. He's focusing on everybody else's fight. He's talking about everything other than what he's supposed to be doing. You know, all of these little childish antics don't do a thing. They don't impress me. I don't need it. I know what you train for as a fighter. There's nothing you can say in the press conference that's going to make me want to watch your fight. Nothing. It's all about the skills in the ring. Keyshawn, you fucked up. You know, you shot yourself in the foot. Now, can you bounce back from this? I don't know. How you bounce back from this? One, you need to publicly apologize. You need to be a bigger man than this bitch-ass racist Ryan and Tiafimo. Take responsibility. Take accountability for yourself. You need to apologize to your fans, to your audience. Because these motherfuckers spend money to watch you fight. They come out to watch you fight. These fucking people believe in you. And you to turn around and say what you said. Let me put it to you like this. When Floyd say, I fight for me, not the people, you got to understand, Floyd embraced the bad guy role, not because he wanted to be, because that's what they made him out to be. So he said, fuck it. They want to make me a bad guy? Then fuck it, I'll be a bad guy then. And Floyd knows. You got to understand the backlash he gets. Everything Floyd does. He ain't going to beat this guy. Floyd goes in there and spank the guy. They make excuses. Oh, he was too old. All before that, nobody says that. He ain't going to beat this guy. This guy's this and this. Floyd go in there and spank the guy. He was too young. You know, he go out there and beat another guy. Oh, man, that guy, he didn't train long. It's always an excuse. You know what I'm saying? It was always an excuse. My porridge is too hot. My porridge is too cold. But the porridge is never just right. That is always a fucking excuse. So Floyd was dealing with something different in his career. Keyshawn on the come up, and he went from people saying Tank could knock him out to, damn, I think this motherfucker beat Tank. Why? Because they thought Lamont Roach was food. People feel like, damn, Keyshawn is better than Lamont Roach. Shakur Stevenson is better than Lamont Roach. And look at what he did. And if you're going to talk about styles make fights, well, damn, it'd be hard pressed to see why you think Keyshawn wouldn't beat Tank Davis then, right? This is where this dude is. This is where he was. And now, if Keyshawn is telling the world he wants to fight Tank Davis, and Tank keep avoiding this dude, if this dude would have went in there and knocked out De Los Santos, whether he beat him by decision, knocked him out, whatever it may have been, it would be undeniable that for Tank to not take this fight, at first he has to get past Lamont Roach in the rematch, okay? But for him to not take this fight, he see more danger in Keyshawn than he wants to admit. But see, this is exactly what happens with the ego. Y'all want to be on videos talking shit, nigga this, nigga that, bitch ass nigga this, and just constantly talking way ahead. One fucking fight at a time. Humble yourselves. Nah, they want to talk their shit. This is what gets your juices flowing, right? And then these guys go out here and they show you what they really made of. But when the fighter don't talk shit, he's boring. What is this, the WWE now? What is this, AEW storylines and shit? We got to make up shit just to fucking get in the ring, then hug. Yeah, then hug after y'all talk like y'all hate each other and talk all this shit knowing damn well that at the end of it, we were just trying to sell the fight. I can't say what's happening with Keyshawn next, but without a public apology, you need to apologize for what y'all did to that fighter. You need to apologize for how you reacted to your fans. You need to apologize for the fact that this was your night. Your people came out to see you. These people put the fight together and all, hey, here's your night to shine. You need to fucking, apologize to your opponents for pulling out, because that was some bitch ass shit. You didn't try to burn the weight off, nothing. Nah. So like I said in my last video, people gonna start saying, oh, you was scared. Something set in that you was scared. You didn't even try to make the weight. It was, what's the purpose, right? You was in shape, right? Or were you too busy doing media? Huh? What was you too busy focused on everything else, and your ego just like a little happy kid at the toy store? You just don't know everything you see. Ooh, you can't focus on nothing. What happened? That's questions you're gonna have to answer for yourself. But without apologies for being unprofessional in what you did, people are gonna probably try to blacklist you. And not only that, people don't want to do business with unprofessional people. You did all of this talking. Turkey did all of this talking, trying to get De Los Santos to fight you. Remember, everybody had something to say. Everybody had a tweet. Everybody even people that had nothing to do with the fight, they were tweeting things, trying to make this fight happen. And especially the fact that people wanted to see what you can do against De Los Santos, because when Shakur fought him, Shakur even said De Los Santos gave him his hardest fight. And then Shakur said he hurt his hand in the fight. And, we saw how he fought. He held back a lot. He wasn't as active as people would have liked to have seen him. But they wanted to see what Keyshawn could do. So you left a lot of unanswered questions about what was going to happen in the fight and basically where you stand in the sport. Can you sustain this winning streak like you're doing? Are you going to keep improving as a fighter? You disgraced yourself, man. You really disgraced yourself. And every time I sat and watched that footage several times, and I watched how adamant y'all was about trying to attack these black people. Once again, y'all didn't have the same energy with this racist ass Tiafimo, this racist ass Ryan Garcia. Excuses y'all made up for these motherfuckers. And Keyshawn, you was directly in the middle of, like I said, being sent a little basket of fucking bananas and fucking watermelon. And you didn't have that same energy. Yeah, why you ain't slapped the shit out of your last opponent? Why you ain't swing a punch on him out in the hallway? Yeah. Bad move. You shot yourself in the foot. Where you go from here, only time will tell. Next thing I want to talk about in this video, it's the last thing I want to talk about. Richardson Hitchins, man, and Kambosos. You know something, man? It's something about you fighters, like I said. Y'all want to be seen as something more than what you are. You go in the little bag, pull out money, talking about let's bet 50K that you win the fight or whatever. You walk over there, Kambosos shove you. His trainer slaps the shit out you or tried to slap you, almost how it went. And you just on the microphone calling them pussy and just talking and talking and talking. I just never understood this I never understood these stupid antics. This is exactly what I mean about scripted storyline type bullshit. Y'all feel the need to do this to sell a fight. This is the shit you come up with. You can put little packages together, little videos, promos, and like, it's ways to put things together, man, in a more exciting way. This is just bullshit. And I'm just sitting here like, man, I'm so not motivated by the sport of boxing to do these videos. It's just getting to a point to where boxing as we knew it has just completely changed to this crap that it is right now. And I'm watching this back and forth, and I'm saying, I don't understand how you guys think that pulling money out of a fucking bag and trying to put money up on a bet, like that's the reason somebody wants to really tune in to watch you and Kambosos fight, is to see who wins the bet. Kambosos is constantly jumping up like he want to get at you. You're talking shit on the microphone the whole time, and Kambosos is talking about this fight right now, and knowing damn well y'all know that this shit's never going to happen. It's gonna be the same stupid shit over and over. People are going to separate you. You might get a shove in, you might get a smack in, somebody might throw something at somebody. It's just a bunch of clown bozo shit. This is what you fighters have come to. I've never respected that. I don't care who it was. It's not being done out of showmanship. It's not being done with the purpose of entertaining. You know, it's like watching Michael Jackson. You watch every Michael Jackson video, you watch him perform. Michael Jackson was not on that stage to stroke his ego. Michael Jackson was not on that stage to say, man, I ain't doing this for y'all. This is all about, no. Michael Jackson was an entertainer. Michael Jackson wanted to entertain the people. He wanted to give you a show that when you leave there, you're going to feel like, yeah, that dude performed, man. He really came out and did his thing. That was his mindset. I'm here to entertain. I want people to feel my energy. I want them to feel the way I'm thinking, the emotion behind the songs, the performances I'm putting on. I'm doing this for the people. I travel the whole world. I visit every country. I'm doing all of these things. Michael Jackson, see, the people try to build you up to be something different, or try to, tell people what your motives are, give you their opinions on what you're doing without even asking you. But what I'm saying is, when you watched him, you watched an artist at work. That's what you watched. You didn't watch a motherfucking one talented, okay, I can sing, but I can't dance. I'm just going to walk around, point to my brain, grab my dick, stand in one spot, hop around. No, I'm here to entertain. That's what I'm here to do. And nobody exuberated more passion and professionalism into their routines and how they did things, and really nobody. There's nobody else on earth, nobody that I've ever seen that I've seen, and I feel like they went up there and had that same like the way he thought, the way he did things, man. It was just different. Now there are other artists that I've seen go up there, and I feel like they were genuinely up there to entertain. But I'm saying, for the most part, man, you look around, man, and it's just like in other words, for somebody that just focuses on singing, that don't want to learn how to dance, don't want to learn how to do things that add to their show. I'm not saying that they don't care about the fans, okay? But what I am saying, and don't get me wrong, because these fans will turn on you. Don't get me wrong. You're doing what you're doing. It's a business. It's not personal. Do you understand? And I'm not saying, like, yeah, man, you should do what you're doing strictly for the fans, to the point where, like, you're delusional, not realizing that these fans will turn on you. At some point, you won't be on the top. It will be somebody else they're cheering for louder than you. That's not what I'm saying. Okay? No. I'm saying you never heard Michael Jackson do a fucking show and decide, I ain't gonna come. I'm gonna go backstage and knock the shit out of somebody. And fuck it, when I come back, I'm gonna go perform for me, not the people. Just saying, y'all. See, there's a difference between being an artist and just a singer, being an artist and just a rapper. Okay, it's a difference, because when you put it all together and say, no, I want people to really be entertained, that's when you go above and beyond. If boxers understood this, they'd be better at their craft. But no, they just want to go in that ring with this ego. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. That's why I say, a person that talks shit and back it up, I respect the fact that they back it up. A person that goes out make racist comments, cheat, don't make weight, do all that, and 95% of the people don't have nothing to say about it. But they all talking about Keyshawn, right? Richardson Hitchins. You're answering questions that's asked about Keyshawn and his situation. None of you fighters seem to learn. It's best to, hey, you know what, man, that's his business. I'm focusing on me. I got my fight coming up. That's all I'm focused on. Anything after that don't involve me, I don't even want to talk about it then. But if we want to talk about boxing in general, we talk about things going on, everything doesn't need an answer from anybody else other than the person involved. I don't understand why you motherfuckers don't understand this. Nah, you get in front of that camera and you got the answers for everybody else. And I'm just like, when I watch you guys, it's like a bunch of little kids, man. You guys are like, I don't even feel like I'm watching grown men. I feel like I'm watching a bunch of little kids just talking shit. Like, this is what I'm supposed to do. Just talk, run my mouth, and then probably go get knocked the fuck out. I'll tell you what. I watch all these black fighters talk shit about other black fighters to a degree where they want to take it to a street level. At least that's the way they pretend. But Keyshawn and them showed you some bullshit the other day. Dude got kicked out the building. The businessman got kicked out the building. You guys don't seem to understand that, just like, for example, the PBC. People looked at the PBC like they was a damn boxing federation, and they was trying to keep the majority of their fights in-house, telling other fighters, come sign with us for just that one fight and stuff like that. They didn't want to do business with fighters outside of the PBC. Yet they claiming to have the best fighters. At some point, everything changes. Nothing stays the same forever. It changes. And then all of a sudden, nobody's really talking about your company like they used to. How do you bounce back? The biggest problem is greed. And people truly not caring about giving the fans their money's worth. Those two ingredients have to go hand in hand. Has to. If not, you're going to get that type of shit that you saw the PBC doing. They don't want to work with other fucking people. Nah, man, we want to keep it all in-house. You got fighters out here right now. One of the things that I respected about Keyshawn, this kid, Carmel Moulton, because they're young, and Carmel is younger than him, and they're out here, Abdullah Mason, they're trying to make, get these fights. What starts to happen when you get the star power now? Okay, now, that phase of your career of trying to get to the top of the mountain, bam, you're here. Now things change. Now we're fighting nothing but top 10. But we're going to give people a hard bargain because we want top dollar every fight from this point on. And this is where things start to happen, where you're used to seeing a guy fight 3-4 times a year to once a year, maybe twice. Now this motherfucker's in the mansion, he got cars, he got a private jet or whatever the fuck, and all of a sudden now people overpricing themselves. Now all of a sudden it's not the same. Now the motherfucking music videos, or you see him doing movie cameos, or just it's not the same. And then all of a sudden it's like now you go from that phase. Look at your age at this time, and especially for fighters that by the time this happens for you, you're already in your 30s. Because before you know it, and it's like, damn, motherfucker 35 already, 37. Yeah, it's like that. What do you do from there? I tell you guys this. The way you guys are promoting fights is like a bunch of little kids. It's sloppy, it's garbage, it's redundant, it's repetitive, it's bullshit. Boxing is just, everything is money, 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 money. And nothing that's being done and said really makes any real sense to me. When things like this happen with Keyshawn, it's not the first time, it's not the last time. I told you motherfuckers. Even what Ryan Garcia did, he gonna have people thinking it's okay to miss weight. It's okay to show up and miss weight. The guy that fought Keyshawn last, it's okay to miss weight. Fuck it, I'll take the fight. It's okay to show up popping shit, friggin' posing and flexing and smiling at the crowd, knowing you're getting stripped, knowing you're not gonna burn the weight, knowing you're not gonna fight. You did all that for what reason? You did all of this for what reason? And now I'm watching Richardson Hitchins up there. Him and Camboso is making fools out themselves. And I'm just sitting there like, what kind of clown shit is this? And I honestly, man, it's like, I don't even care for these fights. It's like I'll catch a replay somewhere. I'll catch it on YouTube. So honestly, this is how I'm feeling about boxing right now. I'm enjoying my life. I live my life. My life is not doesn't consist of me being confined to just sitting in front of a fucking computer screen or a TV glazing fighters and looking up their fucking life. No, I go out and I live, I do my thing. And I'm really, the motivation to make these videos is just, it's like, bro, I feel more like a news reporter instead of fucking being able to, report the boxing news, because boxing is so full of shit and the things that's happening is just so unprofessional, it's just so unimportant that it's like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Anyways, talk to me in the comment section, y'all. That's all I got for y'all now. Catch you guys on the next video. I don't even feel like, y'all know how I usually finish my videos. Y'all know what it is. I don't even feel like going into that right now. Enough talking.